Hi guys, welcome back to review number 8, and this review is going to be on Resident Evil 6. Now, Resident Evil 6 is people's worst one and my worst Resident Evil because it just doesn't make sense. I'm going to read a little bit about it. I'm going to tell you about the characters, the stories, the campaigns, the different ones, and so in such and such, okay? Monsters, etc. It says, no hope left. The world is in turmoil. The C virus has reached pandemic proportions. Fuck's it, that's it. The biotech looks set to lead humanity into a terrifying end of days. When all the goodbyes have been said and all hope seems lost, one final struggle begins. Alone or in four-player co-op, the next chilling chapter of Resident Evil will rip your senses apart. And it didn't rip my senses apart, but maybe for you guys it did. So at first I am going to talk about Leon's campaign. Leon S. Kennedy, as we all know, he's in Resident Evil 2 and 4 and 6. And I love Leon. He's really a good character. He has great storylines. But in Resident Evil 6, he didn't really. He was the best out of the other ones, but his wasn't that good either. The end boss was ridiculous from that Derek Simmons. He didn't have a background. He didn't have anything. He just was there, and then you fought him like 19 times. That was the truth. It was like 19 times you fought him. I ended up like that. He's back again. Now you fight Nemesis, for example, once. I know you fight more of those times when you run away from him, but the main time is once. And you fight Derek Simmons about 19-20 times. Okay, next. Okay, partners. In Leon's campaign, you have Huntington, as usual, like in your ear, and she's telling you all about Derek Simmons and such. You have a new character that we don't know really anything about, but we know something, which I'll explain later. Helena Harper. Helena Harper, all we know is that she's got a sister called Deborah, and that Deborah sadly dies in the hands of Derek Simmons, and she's wanting revenge. That's why she joined that company, and she's kind of responsible for it all, but it's really Simmons, and he tries to blame it on her. That's basically it. It's confusing, is it? Are you confused? Right, moving on. Cliff Redfield. Now, Cliff's macho man, right? Cliff Redfield is a very good character as well of mine. He's a personal favourite. He's in Resident Evil 1, 5, Code Veronica. I think I've not played all Code Veronica, but I think he is. And yeah, I hope that he's in 6 as well. And he's a recovering alcoholic in Resident Evil 6, and he just sits and he turns to him drinking and having flashbacks about his old team that he'd have won. And you're with a partner, Pierce Nevins. Pierce, how can I put this lightly? I didn't like Pierce. I found him really annoying. Like, he was another one like Helena. It was just there and like nothing interesting really. I like Helena better than Pierce though. Yeah, Pierce is a sniper. It was in the army with Cliff, and he putting these cliffs all the way to the end till he sadly dies. And then there's Jake Miller and Sherry Burton. Now we know Sherry from Resident Evil 2, and she was a little girl in Resident Evil 2. Her parents, Annette Burton and William Burton, were the kind of main baddies. William Burton was anyway. Annette Burton sadly dies at the hands of William, and we find her dead body, depending on what scenario you're doing. Jake Miller, on the other hand, we find out a bit about him. Not much, like the rest of them, but we find out a bit about him. Jake Miller, it comes out right at the end, is the son of, can you guess who? Albert Wester. Albert Wester. You guessed it. Well done. And we all know who Albert Wester is. He was a prick in Resident Evil 1, Resident Evil 4, 5 especially. Was he in 6? No. He died in 5, so what am I saying? Yeah, when Jake Miller finds this out, he never knew his father, and he's like shocked and surprised and doesn't want any bad names against his father. So he really hates Cliff when he finds out that Cliff told him in Resident Evil 5. Now back to Sherry. Sherry's character in Resident Evil 6 is not really explained. She's there working for Derek Simmons and following his orders to get Jake Miller to safety so she can get somebody's blood to clear the zombie apocalypse thing. And they end up exposing the truth about Simmons, and they find out that he's not always seems to be, and they end up, well, they don't really fight him, but that's about it really. Now onto the final campaign. Ada won. She looks incredibly different in this for starters. She doesn't wear like a print dress from Resident Evil 2 and 4. She wears a red top with black jeans and black boots. I don't mind that, but and she visited campaign. I liked hers, but I found that it's in the copied Leon's. They added a lot of what Leon done in his to Ada's campaign, if they couldn't think of anything else. But there is another character. You find Derek Simmons in that one as well. There's another character in this one. It's called Tara Redeems. Sorry. Tara Redeems is Ada's alter ego. Watch part 1 of Resident Evil 6, Ada's story, if you want to find out more about that. And Tara is like a doppelganger of Ada, and she looks exactly like Ada, apart from a few differences, which you'll find out if you watch my playthrough. And she ends up turning into a big blob thing in like hundreds of faces, and you end up having to kill her at the end. Now on to main baddies and kinda side baddies. Now, Resident Evil, back to Leon again. Leon had a lot of zombies. That's good for me. I like zombies. There is a thing that sprays out the virus to everyone in the church, and that I found a pain in the arse, but I done it first time, so I'm happy about that. There is, you fight it on the plane as well, and you end up opening the tardo and it flies out. I laughed at that. That was funny. Then there's I think Ada won. Well, Tarla is a little bit like the baddie, but you only see her for like 5 minutes. Deborah Harper, Helena Harper's sister, you fight as a boss. She ends up turning into a big creature thing, and you end up having to tell her, where Helena drops her off a thing, not willingly. And then the last boss for Leon's campaign is Garrett Simmons. With the many transformations, he turns into a T-Rex, an ant, a bee, himself, a dog, and just ugly creatures. I don't even know what that thing is at the end. And then, back on the Christmas campaign, you have those things that look like Tarzan. Those things that do there's what else is there? Tala, or Ada as they think, is like a main character in Chris's campaign. He spends his entire campaign looking for Tala, where he unsuccessfully she commits suicide while she jumps off the building. More, not commit suicide, but. And what's Chris's last boss? Oh yeah, Halos. That's Chris's last boss. Now, Halos does something to Pierce. He makes his left face all like away and destroys his arm and makes it into a big T-virus thing, and where it can shoot out lightning. And that helps you with Pierce. And once you tell Halos, which took me ages to tell him, you face you go with Pierce and go to the loading duct where it will shoot you out and you're away. But unfortunately, Pierce knocks you in, aka Chris, and you're banging on the door to bed him to open the door so he can get in. But he presses the button and you shoot out alone, and sadly Pierce dies in the explosion. Now Jade's characters weren't very imaginative. There were zombies from the C5 slot. No, okay, I get that, that's right. And this big Leatherface thing is called Osmon or Unimon or something like that. Just call it Leatherface, okay? And he chases you, it's like a nemesis, he chases you relentlessly all around, and he is just relentless until the end. Where else does he chase you? That bit when you're down below in the caves and you have to hide, you have to hit the bats and hide in the bins and such from them. That's really hard. And at the end, you fight him for ages, and then you're on like a torch, and you see a magnum, and you shoot him in the heart, and he's dead. Boom, boom, but and then he dies, which is good. About time as well, eh? Now on Ada. Ada's bad guy is basically oh for fuck's sake, Derek Simmons. Yeah. And you fight him with Leon. You fight him with Leon, yeah, that's right, first time. And Helena. And you also fight Tarla. And you fight a chainsaw as well, and that's relentless as well. 3 times or something that comes back until finally a big sign goes on its head and it fucking kills it. Okay, my favourite, moving on now, My favourite campaign is by far Leon's. I found Leon's quite imaginative and quite good, and I just find that dude, apart from that bit you have to climb up the rope and you just fall back down, then that's ridiculous. And I found it quite, like, not, I don't know how I put it, just really good, right? My worst campaign was Chris. Chris was ridiculous. It was just basically him punching shit. I know he punched a boulder, but it was just him punching shit out of hands. Jerry and Ada royalty as well. And I gave this game like a 7 or 8 out of 10. And the reason for that was I didn't find it really imaginative or creative. And I didn't really enjoy most of it. But it had to be done, so it's on my channel if you want to check it out. And guys, that is sadly all the time for. I've been going for 16 minutes. And I will see you in the next video. I recommend you do try Resident Evil 6 out if you're into that sort of thing. And I will see you in the next part, in the next review, next gaming session, next whatever we do. Okay? Bye guys, I hope you enjoy. And I may be on later with a Towards Veronica part, but I don't know. So you might expect either that or one more review. That's it, okay? So I'll see you later guys. Bye. Peace out.